y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow. Got another one here for you, man. I just want to say what's up to everybody here.
Yeah, boy, you a fella. I'll say you got me, man. That's what I'm going to say.
Y'all, it's your boy Tim Snow. Takes for the story family. Salute y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow. Takes for the story family. Salute y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow.
Texas Prison Story Family Salute, y'all. It's your boy Tim Snow back here with a special episode. We got the boss lady, Miss Lexy, in here tonight. How you doing, ma'am?
Hi, I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing good. I'm excited to have you here. Thank you for coming tonight.
Thank you for having me as well.
Y'all, she's got a special story. She's got a unique story. So she's the first. It's very rare that we get women to come on the channel because it's actually rare that women go to prison compared to men. But here we have a woman that's actually did time in 2 different systems. So it's an amazing story here. First, introduce yourself and let the people know who you are a little bit.
Okay, so I'm Boss Lexy. I live in California now. I live in Hollywood off Melrose. Originally, I'm from Texas. Between then and now, I've done some time between Arizona and Texas. So yeah, I'm just kind of ready to let out my story and let it be known like what happened, how it was being on the girl side, why you shouldn't, continue the lifestyle if you are in lifestyle. Yeah.
Well, so she understands the mission then. So that's what's up. So listen, you told me that you got in a little bit of trouble coming from California to Texas, and you
Yes.
actually caught a case in Arizona. So one
Yes.
question I didn't ask you though, are you originally from Texas or are you originally from California?
No, I'm originally from Texas.
Okay, so you're on the way back home then. All right.
Yes,
So
yes.
you want to tell them what was going on or no?
Yeah, I don't mind. I already did my time. I'm off parole. I already did my maxed out, so I'm good. So what had happened was, I was young. I thought I was doing it big, so I started transporting, from California to Texas, by myself. I don't know. I was crazy. I was crazy as hell when I was younger. I was like about 18. I was 18, so now I'm 30. So this is 12 years ago. So I was just doing back-to-back trips, and I was making money. I was buying designer. I was living my best life. I really was. So I just kept doing it and doing it and doing it, and nothing ever happened. And it had been some years. It had really been some years I've been doing it. I was just so used to just kind of making my rounds, stuff like that. And then eventually I got caught, and it was all bad. I thought it was a joke until I got caught. Um, and I had been getting in trouble with like little things here and there, but I would just pay my way out of it. I would just get a lawyer, get it dismissed, this, that, slap on the wrist. And eventually they had it with me. They were like, bitch, like, something needs to happen like with this girl. So Arizona really handed it to me. And um, I ended up doing time on a maximum facility in Arizona because I had a hold from Texas, like I said, because I kept having like little charges from Texas here and there and that. So I was on bond for several things in Texas. So when I got caught up in Arizona, yeah, having a hold, it put me on a maximum unit. So I had never even done time like that. Like I said, like I would go to jail and just post my bond and get out like the next day type shit. So for Arizona to hold me and like not let me bond out and like put me on a maximum unit, it was just like a really big like shocker. Like it changed my life. It changed the direction of my life, and it changed my life for sure.
Absolutely. So you know what? You're the first time that I've ever heard the woman use the term maximum security in a prison for sure. Texas does have some, but I've never actually like got to ask a woman like what's it like. So I mean, so first of all, I want to ask you this. Uh, so this is for the people that like I told you, this is not the life you want, right? So you
Yeah.
were doing your thing. Look what she said, buying designers. She was making trips. Everything was going good. That's how it goes for all of us, right? Like we're living that life, and then here comes that moment when them red and blue lights get behind you. And like right then, Lexi, what are you thinking? Like, oh shit, here it goes. Are you thinking I'm about to
God.
talk my way out of this right now? Well, I mean, like, what's going through your brain?
Okay, so I could talk about it. I already did my bid. So initially, I dipped. I dipped. I tried to dip. I tried. I was like, I'm gonna get away. That's what the fuck was going through my head. So I tried to leave. So in my head, my thought was getting away. It was getting away. So I had a charge for evading arrest as well because of all that. So it wasn't really like in my head. It wasn't really like, oh, I'm gonna talk about it. What's my excuse? I was trying to just get out. I was trying to dip.
So you really took off?
Took off. I took off. Yeah, I got in a high speed chase.
That's pretty gangster. I ain't gonna lie. I didn't
Oh my
expect you to say
god.
that. I wasn't expecting that. So, so how long does the chase last? Does it last a little while, or do you just
uh,
give up, or what?
okay, so I was on the I-10. I was on the I-10, and I'm familiar with it in Texas, but I wasn't familiar with it in Arizona. So I didn't know. I didn't know I-10 like just goes straight. You know, I don't know. I don't know what I expected. I don't know what I expected. So, I okay when the high speed chase started. I went like a couple exits and then I got off and then I did like a turnaround and I hit a residential area and I was like, oh, what do I do? What do I do? That's when I started thinking like, what the fuck am I gonna do? So I had a dog with me. I had my dog. I had a mini Pomeranian. Right? This is fucking priceless. This is hilarious. So I had my mini Pomeranian on me and I was like, what am I gonna do? So my first thought was like, get the dog, get the keys, fucking dip, you know. So I got my dog. Right when I got out of the car, a sheriff pulled up on me and right after that, just like a bunch of them just pulled up. They had found me, and I was like, "Fuck!" So I closed the door, locked the doors, I threw the keys. I was just like, and they got me. They got me. They got me. They took the dog. And then like they couldn't get in the car for like the longest time because I had thrown the keys. I had locked the door to everything and fucking thrown the keys. So they were like, you know, like why is this bitch making such a big deal about everything? So eventually got into the car and saw what was up, and that's what
Yeah,
happened. That's what
absolutely.
happened. So I was like, oh my god. My dog went to doggy jail too. It was terrible.
Oh
Luckily,
no.
yeah. It was crazy. It was pretty. Oh god, yeah. One of those things you wouldn't expect.
So small things like that we don't expect and we don't even think about it. You know, from getting your car towed in a different type of state. You know what I'm saying? Now, doggy jail. You've got these handcuffs on you. Like there's a lot of things going through your mind, right? Like it's a serious situation when it really actually comes crashing down.
Yeah. Like now it's pretty comical, but like back then it was not comical. Like it was like, oh my god, like it was crazy. It was a crazy time. It really was a crazy time. And the fact that I couldn't post my bond because I had a hold from Texas, I just felt like I was trapped and like I was stuck, you know. And I was just like, I didn't know what's going on. Like, yeah, it was, it was a hard time.
So I'm glad you said something about that though, about the Texas thing, because it's you know what what these young homies say nowadays is, oh, I don't care what happens, I got bond money on deck, I got bond money on deck. Well, guess what? You keep bonding out enough, and they're gonna do like they did with this lady and to say we're tired of your ass, and we're gonna do something to you right now. You know?
Yeah, so that's happened to me before where they've taken my bond. You like don't even have a bond. Like I mean that's what I was so used to is just just posting bond, posting bond, posting bond. But at one point like they don't I mean if I like there's certain times where they have to give you a bond, but yeah, like if you're like on parole and you get on trouble, like you're gonna have a parole hold until parole says you can get the fuck out. Like it's like yeah, you will
Oh
be
yeah.
stuck in there until someone says you can get out. Like you could pay a lawyer, you could pay whatever, and it's just not gonna at the end of the day, it's like a say so, you know. It's
And I mean,
yeah,
you know, Texas put that detainer on your ass too, is what happened. When they put that detainer on you, you're stuck for real. You really are stuck.
and they didn't drop it. They didn't drop it. So I did almost 2 years. Like I said on the maximum, I did it in Perryville in Arizona on Lumley unit. Um, they didn't drop the detainer. I had written to them. I tried to do so much stuff to try to get my time because I already knew I was looking at time in Texas. So I try to get them to run my time over there concurrent with like my time in Arizona, or to like try to set up court while I was over there within those whole 2 years. Absolutely nothing. Absolutely nothing. You know what happened? I maxed out my time in Arizona and they dressed me out, they suited me out, everything. I had everything packed up. My mom was at the gate and you know what they did? They rearrested me at the gate.
They send it. So was it a Texas Ranger? Who did they send? The county jail? Who comes
No,
to you?
so Phoenix. So they sent Maricopa. So Maricopa had picked me up at the gate and then they took me and held me in Maricopa jail for like about 21 days and then Texas picked me up on like the 22nd day.
So I'm saying, but what kind of officer did they send to you out of state? I don't even know. Like, was it the county that you had a warrant in, or was it like a Texas Ranger DPS type thing?
I don't know. I don't know if it was a Maricopa Ranger or a sheriff, but they held me, like they rearrested me and put me in Phoenix. So I assume it might have been a Maricopa County.
No, but I mean from Texas. Who came from Texas? I'm saying.
Oh, yeah, like a sheriff. It was a
The
sheriff.
sheriff. Yeah.
Hmm.
Okay. So that's getting a little here. So listen, when you get to this county jail now, the first county jail you get, you're obviously a very beautiful woman. You do modeling, you do all kind of stuff like that. What's the temperature like? How do they, like, what's it like? I mean, you're from Texas, but you're coming from California, but now you're in Arizona. Like, you're totally out of bounds. I mean, you don't know one person there. I mean, what's it feeling like? What are they telling you? Are they coming to, like, girl, who are you? Where you from? Or are they being mean? Are they being nice to you? Like, what happens?
I'd say like jail's like high school, I guess. It's like, pretty girls get along with pretty girls. So I saw like, like the girls that were kind of popping and like, hey, they came to me like, you want some coffee? Like they were nice to me. They were nice to me. So it was like it wasn't really like problematic or stuff like anything like that. Like they taught me how to play cards. Like I told you, it was like really my first time sitting my ass down. So like they taught me how to play spades. Like they were really cool with me. They gave me a sweater. Like it wasn't like this was in county. This was in county. So in Pima County Jail, yeah, the girls they showed love. They did show love. They were pretty cool. I mean, like I think they figured too, like so like I said, it's because of the hold. I was on a max. I was even in county, I was in max. So all the girls there were pretty, I mean, they were there for a reason too. So like I guess we all got along.
Yeah, well, I mean, y'all taking the same trip, so that's cool. I wasn't sure. In a man's facility, normally if you're from somewhere else, they'll press you. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey, we don't accept you too much. You know what I mean? So that's good to hear for sure, for sure. How long did you have to sit in the county before you went to prison?
So I sat in Tucson jail for 6 months before I finally caught chain to Perryville.
6 months. County jail to me was always kind of the worst, man. If it's like it is here, you sitting
Oh,
there, you don't go outside too much. It's just like sitting still. Is that how it was over there?
yeah, and especially because it was a max, like a max pod or whatever. It was like, yeah, we were not out all the time. Like we were in 2-man cells, so there was top and bottom. So and like if the girls fight, they had keep separates, whatever. So I mean, like only the top could come out at a certain time, the bottom could come out at a certain time. So it was like half the time we were locked down, we'd only be out maybe like 2 hours a day. So it was pretty rough, but we had tablets, so it wasn't like that bad. I was like that was like the first,
Oh.
yeah, that was the first like princess jail I've ever been to like that had tablets. I was like, okay, like
Well, that's nice. Yeah, so I've never experienced that. Thank God I haven't been back since we got the tablets yet. But that's what P100 was at. Shout out P100. He actually was telling me nowadays in prison, we used to sit around in we used to sit in the day room, play dominoes, play spades, do all that.
yeah, yeah,
He
yeah,
say nowadays he'd rather be laid up in a cell watching Black Panther playing Pokemon. That was his exact words. No lie. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah.
I
Yeah,
can
no,
get it.
maybe no, go
I
on.
No, I just said I think I would be too. I think I wouldn't even want to come out of my cell no more if I had a tablet. If you want to know the truth.
Yeah, we would just be cooking. I was always cool with my bunkies and stuff like that. And luckily, like, I always had bunkies that had store, or I had store, something like that. So we would always be cooking and shit like that. So I blew up. I blew up in prison for sure, in county, whatever. But yeah, I was just always cooking, and being on the tablets.
So when you get this case though, like you're fighting it now. Do you also, you know what? They're asking about your shout out to Pino. I see you in the chat. So give me your IG real quick. Somebody just asked and we forgot to shout out your new IG. You said you had to make a new one.
Yes, I just got deleted at 15,000 people, guys. Boss Lexy TV with a Y. Boss Lexy TV. No underscores, no bullshit. Boss Lexy TV.
So the name that you see right there under her thing is her IG name, right?
Yeah, and then just add TV at the end because I keep getting deleted. So
So
we'll
it
see how
says it
far
right
this
there,
lasts.
Boss Lexi TV. Make sure y'all follow her on IG, y'all. She actually been in some music videos and all kind of stuff. I just found out. I didn't even realize who I was talking to here until a few minutes ago. So that's pretty dope. So, but listen, when you're fighting this case, do
Yes.
you know what you're facing? Like, do you know? Are you facing like 10 years, 5 years? Do you know you're gonna get this 3.5? Like, I mean, like, what's going through your mind? Are you ready for what or whatever or what's happening?
Yeah, okay, so Arizona's like weird. I've never really dealt with a state like that. Well, I've only really dealt with Texas law and stuff like that. But so Arizona was kind of weird. So they give you like a kind of a generality. Like you could get 1 to 5, or like you could get like 1 to 6, or like they give you like a generality. Like you could get between this or this. It's not like they're offering you like just a straight answer. It's like you could get this, or you could get this. Like there's like a mitigated option and like a maximum. I don't know. Like if you've gotten in a lot of trouble, like it's I guess enhancing in Texas, or like if you've never been in trouble, they give you like the least amount. But it's weird. It's so weird how they set up like their whole thing. So I kind of had a generality. Like it was between like 1.5 and 6. So I could have got this or I could have got that. Like it wasn't like a for sure that they don't offer plea deals like that. So it was like it was honestly kind of like nerve wracking going into court. Like, and since I had never been to prison before, I thought I would get the mitigated, which was like it was under 1.75, I think. It was a little bit under that, but I ended up getting like the middle, which was 1.75. So yeah. So
That's what you got.
in Arizona.
Okay, so I want to hear bad about this maximum security facility though. So you get 1.75, and now
Yeah.
you know you're facing more time in Texas trying to get them to run a CC, and they're not even answering you back. I imagine that's stressful as hell right there.
Yeah. So it was. I prayed. I just knew I had to do my time, and I knew. Since I had that hold, I knew I didn't qualify to even get out. I didn't qualify for parole in Arizona. I had to max out my time, so it wasn't even like oh maybe I'm gonna get in this program and make it. Maybe I'm gonna do this. There was no fucking option for me. I was like you're maxing out your time, bitch. Like it's just I didn't. I think yeah, at some point I just realized I didn't want to get in trouble. I don't want to make it worse or anything like that because I did still have to go face my courts in Texas. So I was like I tried to be like a model inmate and shit like that. But um, yeah, no, it was pretty discouraging and stuff. But doing my time on Lumley, it really taught me a lot about doing time because it was a maximum facility. Like I learned to move a different way, and I remember you asking me like what was the difference between Texas and Arizona, and in Arizona I just it was crazy. It was inmate ran. It was just it was on some other shit. Like Arizona was crazy, but I personally, I had it made. I had it made. I'm not gonna lie. You asked me if I had a girlfriend. I did have a girlfriend in prison, and it wasn't bad for me. It wasn't like a bad experience. Like I pretty much kept to myself. I was chilling. Like I like to read, so I would go. We had a library there. It was pretty chill. So I would do that. I would try to work out. Try to keep my mind busy and stuff like that. So
So here's my question for you there, Miss Lacey. Walking into this prison, are you thinking, shit, I'm fixing to find me a tough girlfriend and knows how to fight? Or are you thinking I'm gonna find me a pretty girlfriend? Like I think if I was you, I'd probably be trying to look for a tough one if you want to know the truth. So I'm wondering what you was thinking.
you want to know what my girlfriend's name was? Her name was Stomper. I'm not
Oh
even gonna lie.
shit. So so that tells me everything right there. I need to know, huh? Yeah, shout out to Stomper.
Isabel. Oh my god, I saw the bitch's name on me on the.
That's what's up. So, wow. So this security prison, are we talking about women with murder cases and women with shit like this?
Yes. So, I don't know if you're familiar with Jodi Arias. She has like many Lifetime movies based on her, Dateline, stuff like that. Jodi Arias was our librarian, actually. She was super sweet though. Like I had an overdue book one time, and she like dismissed my fees because they actually charged you fees. The toy box killer was on my yard. Um, there were oh my god, there were some girls that were there for some weird ass things, for all, and yeah, it was pretty bad. So everybody would tell me these things about these people, right? And I would just be like, oh, well, that's like a little lady. Like what? Like how could she do that? Well, until I got out, I started googling all these women, and I'm like, like whoa, dude, like Miss
Are
Charlie, like
realizing what was going on? Yeah.
yeah, like that shit's crazy. The torso killer, she was on our yard. She was actually the aerobics teacher. This girl, so this lady, I guess she looked like Barbie. She looked like Barbie. She was older. She would always do her little aerobics and stuff. And I guess she had like cut up her husband, and they just found his torso, nothing else. Like,
Oh
so
wow.
stuff like that. Yeah, like, and I'm there for weed, right? I'm fucking there for weed. So I'm just like trying to chill, trying to. It was a lot. It was a lot, honestly, but I'm glad I didn't get out with like other problems, Like,
All right, now I get it. Wow. So that's the life you don't want, y'all. Think about this. This woman got caught transporting a little marijuana that's legal where she's bringing it from, gets caught in a state where it's not, bringing it to a state that's not, and ends up in there with the torso killer, dating Stomper. It's a this is a hell of a story, girl. Like it really is. Come on, man. Like that's about as gangster as it gets. I ain't gonna lie. That just shocked me right there. To be honest with you.
For real? Really? It's like
Wow. So when you get to the prison, though, when you first get to this maximum security prison, first day, what happens on first day? Are they coming up to you now differently than in this county? Like, are they like, who the hell are you? Thinking maybe you're another killer, or they trying to check you out, or they hitting on you? Being like, what's it go like on the first day?
Okay, so when I first hit the Arizona prison, you wear, so they don't give you your clothes right away. You have to wait like a day to go to state issue for them to give you your uniform and stuff. So that you're wearing like this baby suit, okay? You're wearing this big ass like jumper. It's just a big ass jumper, and half the time it's not your right size. Like people could just tell you're new, you know? So for me, I look kind of native. Like my eyes, since they're kind of slanted. So Arizona is pretty native ran, you know, like there's a big native community
Mhm.
there. So when I first got there, everyone started asking me where you're from, and like people were asking me like in their languages, are you a Kino Anthem? Are you this or that? And I'm like, no, like I'm just from Texas. You know, like I didn't
Right.
know what to say. I was just like, no. So they were like, I guess like, yeah, they were checking me like that, like if I was like from a tribe or something, but not like really like any gang like like shit like
Right.
that. You know, like people were kind of looking out for me. So they were like seeing like, oh, like that I didn't have the uniform and stuff like that. So they'd be like, oh, hey girl, I have these pants, or hey, I have this shirt, or this, you know? Like so when I first went to my room too, so in the max units in Arizona, it's 2-man cells, and you walk outside. It's kind of like built like a hotel, like a ghetto ass hotel. So it's just you and your bunkie. So when I walked in, my bunkie, she was some little white girl, Lacey. She had seen too that I didn't really have anything, so she threw me some hygiene. Like it wasn't nothing bad really hitting the yard, like nothing crazy. Like girls aren't very political on our side.
Now, that's why I've always heard that it's more like a family type of deal than it is more like a gang type deal. But you know what? Those natives, though, I believe that's going to be something more like a gang if you want to know the truth. Because in the feds, they run like that, right? Like that's their people, and you better not mess with them type shit. So that's why they were asking you that. They were about to see who you were, hoping you were one of them or something like
Yeah.
that, I guess, right?
No, yeah, yeah. So if your natives take care of their people, they take care of their people like crazy. Like if you are native and you go into prison, you're gonna have a TV by tomorrow type shit. Like they take care of their people. They're not playing. Like they got money. They like natives got money, so they take care of their people. Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, the men ones in the feds are vicious as hell too, though. They're in the federal system. The natives are kind of outnumbered because they only come out of mostly the Southwest states and stuff like that. But boy, they're dangerous. Like they will poke your ass. They'll do anything like that. So I can imagine being in a whole prison full of them, and you're just from Texas. That's probably a little bit different.
So my ex was native.
Oh,
So
was she?
she was. So how, like, I'm not even gonna lie, a lot of that prison was related to her. Like her tia was there, like the cousin was there, like
Oh
like
shit.
Milo's on B yard, like this with Jules is on C yard running store. Like it was like that. It was really like that. It was crazy.
Okay, so wow, that's amazing. I wasn't expecting you to say natives. You threw me so far off the game with that because I've never thought about it like that before. Are there any white girls in here? Black girls? Was it just Hispanics and natives? What's going on with that?
So there was about there no yeah it was a lot of natives. It was a lot of natives. There was probably a handful of black girls. This is the maximum unit. So there was a handful of black girls, like two white girls. There was no white girls. A few Mexicans. It was really a lot of natives.
Mostly natives. I'll be
A
damned.
lot of natives on the max yards. Yeah, there were, and there were girls that looked Mexican, but then you would find out they're native. So it was a lot of natives.
Yeah. Uh, what was the worst thing you seen happen there on that maximum security facility? Were they like, did they really do some fighting or was everything cool?
No, yeah, no, 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 yeah. I've seen a lot of shit there. I've done my fair share of shit there, so it was like, yeah,
So it gets dangerous too.
yeah. It gets really dangerous. It gets really dangerous, and the thing is, you can't say shit. So if anything happens to you, you better stay your ass in your room for so you're healed, because like you're not, yeah, that's how it is. You better have a
No.
friend that's bringing you some food or something in your room, because you can't go outside if you're fucked up. Like it's really like that. So it's stuff like that that just, it's, yeah, it gets hard in there, stuff like
Yeah.
that.
I got a story on my channel where a guy got beat so bad they made him lay in his bunk for 2 weeks, and then they put him on payphone restriction where he couldn't call his mama or nobody else till he healed up. Same shit. Like, so it sounds savage. I ain't gonna lie. That's a shocker. So what is the biggest difference between the Texas and the Arizona women's prison?
Okay, so the difference I think is just how it's ran. So Arizona was like inmate ran. Like, so my girlfriend paid like $15 in commissary to get moved in with me. Like shit like that would be going on, and it's just like in Texas, like it's like straight. Like it's like really like in order, you walk in a fucking line. Like it's like a, it's okay, so it's more orderly, but it's more like a camp as well. Like I don't know, girl. I feel like girls in Texas didn't really know how to do time compared to girls in Arizona. But I mean,
Or
it's because I was on a max unit as well. Like when I came to Texas, I was just like in like with normal people, general pop. So it was just like I don't know,
so I
maybe that.
no, I get it. We get it. I understand totally. Yeah. So there what it is that max unit. I'm sure them ladies had a lot more time, and they have to take it more serious. Is what it is. They're like some of those people you're telling me, Torso Killer and this Jody Ayers. They're doing life sentences. They're not playing
Yeah.
prison. They're there for real.
Yeah, like
That
that's their home, that's their home. And I think I respected that as a person, but I think everybody respected each other more being on a max unit, because I knew I was temporary, but I knew like these girls were there for life and stuff like that. And I'm respectful to everybody, so it wasn't like but in Texas, yeah, these girls are just there for like, oh, I'm here doing a turnaround, this and that. So it was just different for sure.
so do they make y'all work for free out there in Arizona? Like, were y'all having to have jobs and not getting paid, or do they pay the inmates?
Yeah, so actually, um, what is it? Hickman Farms. Don't support them. No, I'm just kidding. Hickman Farms, Papa John's. There was somebody else. I didn't qualify for those. You had to be minimum. So the minimum level girls, they could actually go do those jobs. Like for Hickman Farms for the eggs, and like Papa John's and stuff. They pre-make the pizzas, and they get paid like
You
250.
serious?
I'm dead ass. I'm dead ass. Yeah, private. It's fucking, yeah, yes, dude.
Fuck.
Like they get paid like $2, 250 or something. And Papa John's, yeah. So the girls in minimum could work there and stuff. But so if you were max, like on Lumley, I think the cooks got paid like 50 cents or something. Like you got the shitty jobs, like 50, 75 cents for this or that or whatever. I had a lower bunk restriction, so I couldn't even, for some reason they couldn't give me a job. Like, so I was good. Yeah. So I didn't have a job in Arizona, but in Texas, I did have to have a job, and they didn't pay us.
Not at all. Hell no, they're not gonna
No,
pay
they don't
you.
pay. Like they don't pay. Like,
So when you're talking
yeah.
about 50 cents though, are we talking 50 cents an hour or 50 cents a day?
No, like I think it was 50 cents an hour in Arizona. 50 cents an hour, and it goes to your books, and you could only spend like a certain amount of it or something. And then so that's how it works too. So if you work at the Papa John's or like the Hickman Farms, they make it so that you can only spend a certain amount per spend, and then the rest like goes into like your savings for when you get out. So there's like some lifers that get out
Oh,
with a good
okay.
chunk of money. Yeah, they'll come out with like 10,000 something if they've been there for like 15 years type shit. It's something to come out to. I think you know.
I'm so confused about this Papa John shit. Like, I don't think I ever want to go there again. Are you serious?
I don't buy from Egglands or Hickman's Farms, whatever, and I try not to do Papa John's. I love them, but yeah, no, they do. Yeah, that's
So what
like,
are they like making the pizza dough and pressing it out and all that, or like I don't
I guess they have, yeah, like some pre-made. I guess the dough's pre-made. Some things pre-made with them, like they have pre-made pizza type shit. Like something's pre-made with them, cause yeah, inmates at Perryville in Arizona, guys, are fucking making your pizzas. So if you're eating pizza, spit that shit out.
somebody in the comments said another reason not to go to Papa John's, crappy pizza. Now we know it's made by prisoners too. Cannot support that. Imagine that paying for a $20 pizza and they paid this woman 50 cents an hour to make it.
Yeah, it's crazy, huh? It's crazy. Yeah. I didn't really know it was like going down like that until like girls would literally like, I mean, I get it. If you're doing like 5 years something, yeah, I would want to work there too. But girls would bust their ass to try to like get from max unit to minimum just for that.
Wow, that is unbelievable right there. Did you have any chance of moving down, or you had to stay at the max because of the detainer? Like you were stuck there?
I had no option. Yeah, I had no chance. Like my points were like below. Like I was supposed to be minimum. Like I was supposed to be like in a princess pod, but yeah, since my detainer, it didn't even matter. It didn't. I'm telling you, that's why. Like I still had to do some programs. I still had to do programs that didn't even count on me getting out early. So I did like all these dumbass programs for nothing. It was whack.
That does suck. I ain't gonna lie. I probably would have refused to do. So you said you were trying to be a model prisoner because you didn't want to fuck up for Texas, but I don't think I'd have did a damn program at all if I had to max out on a max unit. You just keep me in my cell, give me my tab. Unless they turn your tablet off. If you don't do the programs, do they turn your tablet off?
We didn't. Do we have tablets in prison? We didn't have tablets in prison. We had tablets in the county jail in Tucson.
Oh shit. Okay, so maybe you want to get out the cell and get around a little bit or whatever. I don't
Yeah,
know.
we didn't have tablets. Actually, we didn't have tablets in prison. Now that I'm thinking about that, yeah. So what could happen? Like refusing orders or something. Yeah, they would lock you down in your cell for like a day, like shit like that. They bring you your food. Like it was just, and it was already hell, like. So
Yeah,
yeah.
no, I get it. Shit, this is so. So listen, how did when you hit this prison though and you situate yourself, are you thinking, man, fuck all this shit because I wanted some designer clothes and I was living good? Like, is it hitting you yet that this shit ain't worth it?
Yeah, absolutely. I was just like thinking, like, fuck, why couldn't I go a different route? Like, why did I want to be this person? Like, why? Like, why did I just, yeah, everything like that. Of course, I was like, it wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth it at all. And it took a lot from my life. Like I said, like it changed my whole path. Like I did almost 3 years in total. Got out on parole. How to do this? Like this whole other like freaking 10 other things. To get out of the system. And no, it wasn't worth it at all. Like at all. Like if I could have
Yeah.
did a different direction, I would have, and if I could have did it the right way, I would have for sure.
Right. So I know why you did it. Same reason I did everything and everybody else. I mean, man, it's just easy sometimes, right? And then you get away with it once or twice and it seems easier than, hey, I did it 10 times. It's easier. I would tell people sometimes, man, there would be days where we might commit 50 to 100 felonies a day selling dope. You know what I mean? Like serving every customer was a felony, doing every type of thing. Like some of us was working extra hard to get to prison, if you want to know the truth. And when you're taking back trips back and forth, I know you never think you're going to be the one that gets caught, but at the same time, you have to accept it when you do. That's why I wanted to ask you how it felt. But here's a crazy question: what happened to your dog?
Okay, so they had like taken it to like the Humane Society or something. So my auntie lived in Tucson. So the exit I had gotten off on was like maybe two exits away from Tucson. So my mom had like correlated her picking up the dog and all that. So they went and picked up the dog, and now the dog lives with my mom. She's actually still alive and like super happy. So like that's super good. Go Buddha. Like
Okay, that's good because I love my dogs. I ain't gonna lie. I used to have a dog named Tim Jr. Believe it or not, I
oh
love
my
my
god.
I love my son. That was my son before I had a daughter. I promise you. So when you come from there, where do they send you to? What unit do they send you to in Texas?
So I never hit a unit. So I was just on plain state for my whole like 7 months or whatever.
Oh, like state jail type thing?
Yeah, no, it wasn't state jail, but I just stayed on plain state.
I really don't know what that is. I mean, like, tell me, like, what is it? A transfer unit? I
Yeah,
guess.
yeah, yeah, no. So it is a transfer unit. It's a transfer unit, and it's terrible. It is so terrible. They don't have AC. It's just like two. It's like not two. It's like they're big airplane hangars. Hot as there's mice running around. There's roaches. Like I heard they just put AC in it, but when I was there was no AC, so it was pretty terrible. It was,
Mm,
and like I said, it was like since it is a transitional unit, a lot of girls that aren't doing time, like long time, whatever. It's like a fucking camp. It's like girls are loud. They're not. They're disrespectful. They're stealing shit. They're doing this. They're doing that. Like every day, someone's scrapping. Like it was a fucking headache. It was a headache.
chaos.
Mhm.
Yeah. So that's similar to like how the men are. I mean, you go to a lower security facility, and yeah, you'll see a lot of bullshit going on. You go to the max security, and guess what? Men bump into you. They say, "Excuse me." You'll hear them say, "Please, thank you." They might kill you at the same time, but there's a high level of respect. So
Yeah.
I bet that was a mental mess up right there, having to go now to do time with these girls that are just wilding out now. I don't think I would like that even at all.
No, yeah, yeah. So that was the thing. It was like I had just came from like mentally being in a maximum level security like facility, like, and I moved a certain way. I moved differently. Like I was used to being respectful. I was used to I just knew I how do I explain? You know what I mean? Like I just moved differently. I came from a maximum facility, like to go to
Used to
like.
convicting. Yeah. That's what we call it, convicting to now being a bunch of inmates.
I just know how to do time. I know how to do time. So yeah, going to Texas, going with all these girls that didn't know how to do time, it was just like, yeah, it was whack. So I had to stay in county jail in Texas for about a couple of months to maybe like 3 months. So they fucked up all my paperwork once they finally extradited me to Texas. So I had to wait in the county jail where my charge originally was from. So I sat my ass there for a minute, and oh my god, it was just that was like a camp, but like I already had my experience from prison, so I was running store in there. I was, doing my thing. So, um, yeah, I feel like Texas and all in all was just like the same from county to the prison. Like it was like the same vibe with all the people.
Right, right. Oh, man, that fucking sucks though. I ain't
You
gonna lie.
know, fucking sucks.
Yeah, that fucking sucks because I know it sound people watching would probably be like, "Oh, I'd rather be there," but in all reality, I'd rather be where they're respectful. I'd rather be where they take shit serious. You know what I'm saying? I know that more dangerous maybe, but you just said the Jodi Arias. Who is that lady? I do remember her name. What does she do?
So she like got upset. She dated this Mormon guy. They fell in, or no, she fell in love with him. They were like hooking up, whatever, and like he was not even supposed to be hooking up with her. He was like, I think supposed to be like a virgin or something. So they're hooking up, whatever. She gets obsessed with him, and like she's not the type for him that like he's gonna take home to mom. So she becomes obsessed with him, and whatever. She ends up killing him and records it and puts the camera in the laundry in the washer, I guess, or something. So he was like dead in his room for like a week or something until his friend finally like smelled it, and then
Uh,
yeah, then they did all this stuff, and then they like traced it back to her, and she was already in like San Francisco, and she was crazy. She was so fucking crazy. Like I didn't know who she was either until I got out, and now I watch all these documentaries on her, and I'm like, oh my god, she was so nice. Like,
and she was the librarian.
yes, dude, she was a librarian. I'm telling you, like, I had some late books, and she was like, "Oh, you're on the naughty list. I'm gonna take you off." I was like, oh, "Thanks, Jody." Like,
Okay.
just uh, cool. She was a cool girl, but yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. So, something I wanted to ask you about Miss Stomper right there. Like, so that's that nickname in prison. I know in men's prisons they give us a nickname, right? We don't get to pick our own nickname. Like, was she stomping bitches out? Like, is this really her? Is this like really what's going on? Is she bad to the bone, or is she really a sweetie, or what was your girlfriend like?
She was a sweetie to me, but yeah, she was bad. She was bad. So that was her second time there. That was actually her second time there. So yeah, she was like, yeah, she would stomp bitches out. She would, for like that's a gosh. Fuck.
Especially behind Lexy, huh?
Oh, she was so sweet.
No, so
My prison love. It's okay. Don't be like me, guys. Do not do that.
no, all women do it. So we had a shout out to my friend People. She came on here from Dallas before, and she got explicit about how it went down in prison. I ain't gonna lie, she
Oy,
really
oy.
was. She got very explicit about it. You know what I mean? And it kind of shocked me. But I mean, how were there men guards in there in Arizona at this max unit? Did y'all have to deal with men guards, or were there women too?
Yeah. So no, honestly, there was like minimal women, which was super weird. So there was a lot of men in there. Hell yeah, and there was a lot of shit going on there too. Like, yeah, it's crazy. I mean, at the end of the day, they're people too, but like, yeah, it's pretty predatory over there. I had to report a guard actually over like some weird shit because like I said, they're people too, and I don't really think they really do like such a like level of like how do I explain it? Like there's not much it takes to become a prison guard.
Right, and a
So
very low IQ job.
yeah, like so I actually had my own issue with the guard that I had to report him to like a higher up because he was getting creepy with me. Like he was always like following me, like getting me in trouble, like or trying to get me in trouble or trying to like pull me over for ticket. Like just weird things. Like it was just unusual. So the yes, you're asked if the male guards, they're weird as well. Like there's a lot of shit that goes on in the prisons, like with inmates, guards, all of it. Like it really does happen.
So here's my question for you about that, because being I'm knowing you're not the only pretty woman on this prison, right? Surely there was other women.
Yeah, of course.
How easy is it for a beautiful woman to like manipulate these men guards? Like, is it easy to run game on them if you really want to, or
A hundred
are they
percent, 100. Like I said, they're people. 100%, 100%.
easy, huh?
100%, 100%. My friend, she was a sewer. She used to sew. She would like hem the pants. She had a pack of needles every weekend. I mean, it's like, what?
Fresh pack.
Yeah,
Yeah.
fresh pack of needles every weekend. So in Arizona, we used to be able to smoke cigarettes. So they would sell like the tobacco pouches and stuff. Like girls would always have lighters. Like I'm sure like a lot of other things as well. Like yeah.
You ever watch The Orange Is the New Black? You ever seen that TV show? Remember that movie?
Yeah, but I don't like it because I feel like it's like more, how do I say it? That's like a glorified camp. It's not like that. It's like,
Yeah, it was like a minimum low security camp. But I'm saying the way they did that guard, they literally set him up. Like the lady went in and like had sex with him and then reported it as a rape type shit. And I was just wondering if things like that really happen. Like, is there times where these women have taken these men guards out, like you said, had to report them, things like that? Like, does it get that dirty?
okay, so I've seen, no, so what I've seen is that I've seen actually a girl get pregnant by a guard, and she actually lost her parole answer because she was supposed to get out early. So, I guess when they discovered the relationship with them, she actually lost her parole answer. They shipped her off to another unit, and the guard just got, what is it called? He got dismissed for like 2 weeks. That was it. And then he
That's
went back to
it.
work like nothing. That's it. And she lost her parole answer and they moved her to like another unit. Like, so she
Oh
pretty much had
wow.
a max and she ended up pregnant. Like that's, so I've seen shit like that happen. I've never really seen anybody like on the vicious end of stuff like that. Like I never really, like I said, like I had my problem with a guard, but it never like, he was just a weirdo, It was never like yeah.
Right. So man, that's fucked up. In Texas, if a guard gets caught sleeping with an inmate, they hit them with a sexual assault, because in our state, an inmate that has zero consent to, zero right to consent, you would say.
That was in Texas.
Right. That's what I'm saying. Oh, that's where it happened, was in
That was in
Texas?
Texas. That was in Texas.
Oh, so crooked. Are you serious?
I'm dead
So
ass. I'm dead ass.
so that's fucked up. Yeah. So in all reality, he should have been indicted if you want to know the truth.
So
And they
I
want to
was a
make it.
porter. So I worked for the warden on Plain State. On Plain State. So I would see all these crooked ass guards. Like I saw everything. It was fucking terrible. Like
Yeah, the guards in Texas, I mean, so you can pretty much pay for anything you want in a Texas prison, like right or wrong. You can get anything you want. I guess being a woman, it's probably even a lot easier to win. So as a man, in a men's prison, if there's a pretty woman guard, there'll be 10, 15, 20, 30 dudes with a crush on her. Like, and if you're the one that actually wins her, then guess what? The other 29 guys now hate you. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's an issue, right? Like, she chose you, but now everybody hates you because they like her type shit. You know what I'm saying? So it can get pretty serious. It can get pretty vicious on our side. I ain't gonna lie. It really can.
oh
But
wow, yeah, yeah. You see, it's I don't think it's like I mean there'll probably be like catty fights or something, but nothing like that. Like someone will lose their life over a guard or something. Like there's certain guards though that used to like flirt with all the girls and all the girls and oh yeah, yeah, you gave me like their attention, whatever. But yeah, nothing like crazy like that. Like they'll stab over the guy or something. You know what? I would see fights over like that over girls. Over girls.
girls, yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
girls do not
Uh,
play with their girlfriends. They work. That's crazy. I was that. Yeah. Mm.
So when you gotta leave your girlfriend in Arizona, like, how did that feel? Like, were you sad? Was she sad? Was she mad you were leaving? I mean, it's kind of like I know you get a real connection with them. You get a real bond. I think that's really your lady at the time. Like, how'd that feel? That's fucked up, probably feeling too.
Yeah, it was pretty hard. So we had went from county to prison together. Like we went on different times. Like well, maybe like a few weeks apart, and she ended up making her way to me. So like I said, she was my roommate. She paid to become my roommate. So we were roommates, and it was like so we lived together. We did everything together. It was hard. It was hard to leave her. It was like really. It was like I just didn't know if it was like just a prison thing or if it was like gonna be serious because we had all these plans and stuff like that. But So once I went to Texas, it was like I gave it maybe like 2 months of her keeping in contact because she had gotten out maybe like a month after I got extradited. So she was keeping up with me for maybe 1 or 2 months, and then it just the letters started coming less and less and less, and I already knew what time it was. So I was just like, okay, it was just a prison thing, you know. So initially, I was heartbroken, but it was like I knew what time it was, you know.
Yeah. So on to Texas. Do we get a new girlfriend in Texas, or are you not fucked up about that? And it's like I ain't doing this shit no more.
What, girlfriends?
No, I'm saying when you get to Texas and you realize that this relationship you just had was just some prison bullshit, and the
Oh,
letters stopped. Like, are you now done with prison relationships? Or are you like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna find me a new one, or like,
yeah, yeah,
how's it
yeah.
going?
I went by my bed. I told that girl, I was like, put 2 honey buns on that cake today. No. Yeah. Look at me playing with the wrong one, baby.
Yeah, no, for real. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like you definitely was on a different level from them women where they were at because of where you came from, and I can understand that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
yeah. I was
what did
player in Texas. I was such a I was player.
you think they realized it though? Like, did they realize? Oh, this woman just came from a whole different level right now. Like, did they realize what you had just been through, or no?
Yeah, they could tell I wasn't like a regular like inmate. Like they could tell I had time. Like everyone told me like, "Oh, you don't seem like you." Like I was like, "Yeah, I just came from another prison." So like, like nobody understood it, you know. And I'm like I don't think anybody believed me either, or maybe they thought I was capping, you know. Like, but I was like, no, like I really just came from another prison. Like,
A whole nother state, shit. Yeah,
yeah,
that's like a whole different world. If you want to know the truth, is what it sounds like.
yeah. It was crazy. It
So
was crazy.
listen, the food in Texas is horrible. What
Yeah,
was it like in Arizona? Was it better?
so good. So good. It's crazy.
It
Um,
was?
yeah.
Oh
So
shit.
no. So they're not playing. They are not playing over there in Arizona. The food is so good. So they have like this chicken fried rice. I swear, I would pay the cooks like $5 in commissary just to get a bag of it for like 2 days because it was so good. They give you like popcorn chicken. They give you like they make their own pizza. Like everything's like homemade and it's good. Like it's really good. But they give you some punk ass portions. Bro, like I spent like you'll have like fucking 2 chicken tenders or something. Like it's good, but you get some small portions. So
So what'd you think now when you hit TDCJ and see all this pork noodle casserole and all this old bullshit they feed you here?
yeah, it was wow. It was just a lot of potatoes and stuff. Like it was yeah, I didn't really like Texas. I didn't really
Hell
like
no,
Texas.
you didn't like it.
I
I
didn't
know
like
you didn't.
Texas. I
Disgusting. Mm.
yeah, no.
Young ladies better pay attention to what she's saying here. This shit sucks, even on the woman's side. To me, girl, one of the worst parts of prison, period, was the food situation, if you want to know the truth. You know what? I don't like eating the same thing every day. Like, I don't. So, Texas prisons for sure keep you on like almost like a menu, like where you almost know what you're going to eat today. You know what I'm saying? It's over and over and over again. Then the commissary, same shit every week. Buy the same little snacks, same chips, same whatever.
Oh, okay. So let me mention that as well. So the difference between here and there was that okay. So in Arizona, we would do fundraisers. They would do fundraisers. So they would like have like Hungry Howie's. Oh, like they would have Panda Express, right? And they would send out papers on your door, and it would be like a plate, beef and broccoli with rice or orange chicken and rice, and it would be double the price. It'd be like a $24 plate, but you order it, they take it off your commissary books, and then it comes in like a month. So they did fundraisers literally like there would be one like every 2 weeks. So like,
Oh
they,
wow.
yeah. So I mean, if you had bread, like I'm saying, like you could get burritos. Like they always had some shit going on. Like Arizona was really inmate friendly. Inmate friendly for sure.
So I did all my crime in the wrong state, except for I'm not a
Yeah.
native. I wouldn't have known what to do.
We're not glorifying prison at all. You don't want to fucking go there, but I'm just saying, like,
No.
comparing, you know.
So I got a friend that's actually did time in Georgia. Do you know over there, girl, that like once a month they would bring them fast food?
No, I haven't. I didn't know that.
What? Like South man, yes, like once a month they'll bring them something like Popeyes, or next month it might be McDonald's, or the next month taco, but it's only one day, one time a month. But when I seen this shit, I was thinking, what in the fuck is going on? You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's getting out of there. Like, I'm not gonna lie, if we had tablets when I did my time in Arizona, my 1.75, I could have probably like went through that shit easy, you know. But I was over there reading books, fucking working out like a normal person. Like, what the fuck? There was no books. I mean, there was no movies, no shows, no none of that. What the fuck?
So when you got to Texas, did they have the tablets though?
Yes. So when I hit county, yes, they had. I'm trying to think if they had tablets in county. Yeah, they had tablets in county, not in prison yet. Did they have it in prison yet? No, they didn't have it in prison yet.
No. So I think we were the last state in the whole damn union to get tablets. Honestly, seriously.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Gonna be the last ones to legalize marijuana, last ones to get tablets. When I first started doing time, we didn't even have payphones. Like it was literally write your mama a letter and wait on a response, and then half of the men were illiterate, so they couldn't even write their mama a letter. It was horrible.
Yeah, those damn phone lines. That's what it was. I remember there was two phones, and dude, there was always fighting over the damn phone. There was a fucking list. I ripped off the list like my second day in that fucking bitch because I was like, bro, like y'all, I was sorry, something came up. I ripped off the list of like my second day when I hit Texas because I was like, bro, like y'all ain't even doing this shit right, you know? Like yeah, I was the phone. There was only two phones, so yeah, we didn't have tablets. It was bad time, bad time.
Yeah, it's rough. And then the heat, like what was the heat like? Tell these women, like, so this is speaking mostly to the women. When you get to Plain State, you talking about no air conditioning back then,
Rats jumping
metal
around.
building, yeah, rats, roaches, spiders, I mean like what the fuck? Like what's this feel like now when you get there and you're realizing, oh shit, this shit sucks.
Fuck, like, okay, so yeah, like it's hot, dude. In where's Plain State? It's like right near Houston, so it gets hot. It gets hot as fuck. I don't you're just realizing what the fuck you did, you know? Like, damn, like was it really worth it? Type shit. Like, laying up in Texas in like the hot heat, I having to shower. Like, I used to have to just sleep with a cold rag on my head because it was so goddamn hot. Like, um, you just realize like, damn, you know, like fuck, do I want this? Like, it was so bad. Like, God, the Texas prison conditions were pretty terrible though. Like, I'm not gonna lie, like I said, like there was rats everywhere. Like they be jumping in your box, eating your food. Like if you're someone that barely gets commissary and you had one bag of chips and the rats got in and got your chips, like, you know, that shit sucks. Like it's ugly for people that really don't got shit. Like prison is really Texas prison is insane. It's insane. Like it's just
You know
somewhere you don't
how
want to be. Somewhere
you
you don't
know
want to.
how No, yeah, you know what fucked me up when I first got to Texas prisons, girl? I ordered some of them. You remember they called them duplex cookies? Those
Yeah,
little
yeah, yeah, yeah. The what? The chocolate and vanilla.
exactly. So I ordered me some duplex cookies, right? And I'm like, man, I'm gonna save these motherfuckers for the weekend. I got some peanut butter I'm gonna put on them and all this shit. I'm gonna like just, we'd go we had a movie TV and a sports TV, so I was like, man, I'm gonna find it. Wait till a movie's on. I'm gonna eat my cookies in the day room. I'm gonna have fun. Blah blah. When it comes time to get my cookies, I realize what the fuck a rat's been eating on these things. Like,
Oh.
I'm like, fuck. I've been waiting all week for these things, and then a rat. And then guess what though? I go throw them away, and somebody says, hey man, what are you doing? I said, I'm throwing these motherfuckers away. A rat was eating on them. He was like, you don't want them? And I said, no. And he grabbed them and he started eating them. And I'm like, oh no. Oh hell no. You've been here way too long if you're eating after rats, dog. You know what I'm saying? But it was real. Like, rats didn't stop them. Your meat pack would have a couple bite holes in it and they might still spread with the shit. I said, this is horrible. Like, this is not the life you want, you know?
I've seen girls eat out of the trash can. I've seen like it's ugly. It was really ugly. Like it was ugly, but like it makes me appreciate everything now that I have so much more. You know, because I'm like, fuck. I remember when I used to see girls eating out of the trash can. Like that shit's crazy. You know.
So shout out your IG again, Miss Lexi.
Boss Lexy TV. My company is called Hashies. We're a fully legal cannabis company in California. We're in a couple stores right now here. It's Hashies TV, Hashiez TV. Follow us on both.
Absolutely. If y'all watching this, make sure y'all follow the lady. And I'm gonna pin this in the YouTube comments for sure for her. So now here's where she goes and trips me out. She says she did this time for transporting the weed. She gets caught, everything. And now she's out here running a legal marijuana company. Like, here's a dream come true. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
But how do you make this transition? Like Like, I mean, does this like are you feeling like so first day home, I guess is what I'm asking. Like first day home, did you have some help? Was somebody like family waiting on you, boyfriend waiting on you, or you broke as fuck like I was? Because I came home poor, girl. It was kind of rough for me when I first got home. How was transitioning as a woman coming home?
Okay, so nobody wanted to accept me at their house to parole too, because you have to have your fucking address. So my mom didn't want me to parole there. Nobody wanted this. Nobody wanted to parole me to their house. So I had this friend from when I was like younger, a lot like way younger, and for some reason he had reached out to me. He was a gay guy, and we used to always get along, like vibe and stuff. So he was like, like you could parole out with me, like I'll help you, and I was like, okay. So I paroled out to his house. I had no money. I didn't really have anything. I still had my car though. So I got out on the monitor and I didn't have shit. I didn't have anything. So I sat around fucked up for maybe like a week, and then shit. I had to do what I had to do, and I came up. I came up, and
No.
then um I handled up. I handled up, and eventually I got out of Texas. I got the fuck. I stacked up. I stacked up and left Texas. That's what I did.
You ever coming back?
Nope. Fuck no. Sorry, I'm dead on. I love y'all. Love y'all. Until y'all are fully legal, until you guys are fully legal, I will not go to Texas. I like on that tip, absolutely not. Like, no. I want my freedom is everything, and my lifestyle right now is crazy. Like, I would never risk it to go back. I can't.
No, I don't blame you whatsoever. I ain't gonna lie. I got a friend that just got caught with some weed, and he had to go to Ferguson unit, one of the worst prisons in Texas, behind some like 2 pounds of weed. He's now over here on a gladiator prison where they trying to take booty and kill each other and do crazy shit. You know what I mean? Over 2 pounds. Like
You
it's
see it, and I think that's why I think more people need to talk about this. Like, it just sucks because they shouldn't be doing shit like that. Like, there should be they should be making room in prison for people that actually deserve to be there. Like people that are actually doing violent crimes, like rapists, pedophiles, like weird people like that. Not fucking people smoking a fucking joint, bro. Like, come on, it's not that fucking serious.
no, it's really not. So one thing, so in Texas, I don't know if you know about it, but they do have these dispensaries here where they sell what's called THCA and THCP. Have you heard of that?
Yes, yes.
So they were getting ready. They actually passed a law the other day, and our governor is very conservative, right? He's very Republican, real tough on crime, and he had until midnight to veto the law, and nobody thought that he was going to veto the law banning it. And girl, he waited like 5 minutes before midnight and vetoed it. So that stuff is still legal, and now his own lieutenant governor is coming out against him. That'd be like the vice president coming out against Trump now because they're talking about he wants to actually legalize recreational marijuana in Texas. So it's possible that it might happen pretty soon, believe it or not.
Well, then Hashi's may be there. Hashi's in Texas.
That's what I'm
Absolutely.
saying. So
I'm all about expansion.
if it happens, you better be the first one in the game down here, is what I'm trying to tell you. Come jump in the game quick. You know what I mean?
Oh, of
Straight up.
course, of course. Yeah, trust me, people are still waiting. I'm like, fuck, dude, it's been 10 years.
Yeah. So for real, for real. So, what's the plans with the business? Like, are you trying to like go statewide? Are you trying to get in every dispensary? Like, are you trying to like? Do you have plans going on?
Yeah, so it's always just more expansion, more stores, definitely I want to expand it to more states. I've had a meeting like with someone that has dispensaries in New Mexico since they are so close to Texas. So stuff like that. It's just kind of figuring out like how to start up over there and stuff because every state has different regulations on how to like how you could distribute your product, where, how, so I just got back from New York as well, probably about 3 weeks ago. So I've been trying to dabble in their industry to see how I can bring my products out there like fully legally. So
And that's what I was wondering. So, is there a legal way to like grow something in California and send it to another legal state, or no?
no, that's completely illegal. So the thing is, so in any state, you have to show like from seed to plant. You have to show it was grown here. This is what we used. This is what we did. This is where it was cultivated.
Okay.
Everything. So it's like that. You really
And they're
have to.
paying close attention.
Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, there's ways around it and stuff like that, but you can risk your licensing and stuff like that. And me being a new brand, I don't even want to fuck with it. I'm not like getting deep in the roots, to know
Shout
how to
out
do
your brand
it.
again. Shout it out. This was for you. This is to promote your stuff too, and I appreciate you coming. But shout it out.
So this is my company. We're called Hashies. We are a pre-roll company. We make merch, hash roll company, pre-rolls. Hashies TV. We just got deleted again for a third time, but we're always around. So if you're ever in
What?
California, check us out.
Why are they deleting y'all? Because they do me like that on TikTok. Is it because it's a product like that, or is it just violations or something?
Cannabis. When it's cannabis related, I don't know why. I mean, girls can have OnlyFans, but no shade thrown. But I can't have a cannabis product being on Instagram. They delete it every time. It's our third time. So.
So yeah, that sucks. So guess what? TikTok same way. I had a TikTok that
Oh
hit.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
I hit like listen on my first month. I hit like 45,000 followers and millions of views on TikTok by uploading old YouTube videos. Right, like these videos were 100% perfect on YouTube, but got me banned on TikTok. It shows you how shitty the difference in the platforms are. You know what I mean? So if I was you, I would probably maybe Facebook. I don't even know. Do they let you do it on Facebook or no?
No, no, no. It's part of Instagram. So when it deleted the Hashies page, my page, and one of my Facebook pages that I've had for like years. It deleted all three of them because they were all connected.
Oh shit. Are
Yeah,
you
so it does
serious?
that. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So I've been trying to find other platforms, but like we had a Telegram that got deleted. Like everything, I just like we're in person at this point.
Just come holler at you type shit, huh?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Holler at me at a dispensary. We post our PADs, like, or we're around. We keep, like I said, we keep getting deleted, but we try to keep people informed with like events we're doing and stuff like that. And if it's on the company page, it'll be on my personal page. So follow me as well, Boss Lexy TV.
Right. You want to tell them how to find you on Facebook too, or no?
Um.
You don't have to if you don't want
Okay. Yeah.
to,
Just
but
keep the Instagram and yeah, the Instagrams
yeah,
are
that's
good.
okay. That's okay. Yeah, because we don't want a bunch of weirdos on there too. But so this is an interesting story to me because listen, I'm very proud of you. You literally took something that put you in prison and now you're turning it into a legal business. But man, just imagine if you could have started it way back then, if you could have just 100% been running this whole time. You know, it would have been amazing. You probably would have been a super millionaire by this time instead of having to spend time in plain state prison and with the torso killer and all this other type of shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
so I'm proud of you. Yeah, like people are all in the comments saying they're proud of you and man, it's an amazing story, woman. I swear it is. It really is. Boss Lexy TV, y'all. Make sure y'all follow her on IG. Hopefully they don't delete that one again. If they do,
Right up me, God.
so maybe you got to talk in code a little bit, right? Like on TikTok, they talk about pew pews instead of saying the get or gun or something, you know, and they'll allow you to say it on Facebook or YouTube or whatever. So I don't know. It's kind of like iffy. This whole social media thing is iffy as hell. Hey, P100, when I did the video with him, there was a moment at the 24-minute mark that got my whole video demonetized and shut down and like limited the views and all that stuff. So I don't know. It's tricky. That's what I say. But try to work with as many people as you can. You know what? I know you just told me you did somebody's music video recently, didn't
Soldier
you?
Boy. I was in Soldier Boy's video. Yes.
So when you was in Soldier Boy's video, was you wearing one of your shirts for your company?
No, so he actually dropped his own exotic line. So it's solely about his product.
Oh,
Yeah, yeah,
okay.
yeah. No,
That
but
sucks.
I do try to do that. I know a lot of artists and stuff like that, especially living in Hollywood and on Melrose. So I try to get everybody to be posting with my stuff and like create hype.
Right. No, that's what it is. Yeah, yeah. You gotta just sometimes even pay for a little promotion, pay for shout outs, pay for drops. You know what I mean? They in Texas they pay Sauce Walker. He's the one that does all the drops for everybody for everything. You know what I mean? You could probably send people like that a couple bucks. And these rappers don't charge as much as people think, but they got a hell of an influence. You know what I mean? Things like that. So yeah, I'm just happy to have you here tonight. I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to help you promote the company and let these ladies know that Texas prisons fucking suck. Arizona prisons fucking suck. Like these places, these people have a place for you in both spots, all 50 states. Girl, you know what? You're lucky you didn't go to federal prison if you want to know the truth. Like you cross state lines and everything, you realize you could have went to both. They could have indicted you state and fed if they wanted to for the same sack. Did you know that?
Yeah, they could have done me for Arizona, Texas, and Fed. I saw girls like wait on to finish their state time, and then feds pick them up type shit. Yeah, so
Right, for the same crime. So when they hit me on my federal firearms case, they actually hit me with transporting firearms, right? Instead of
ugh.
felon, well, it was supposed to be felon in possession of firearms, but since I'm a truck driver, they gave me transporting firearms. The gun was made in Springfield, Illinois, and they told me the bullets, I think, was made in either Phoenix, Arizona, or Utah, or some shit like that. And I got the gun in Texas City and got caught with it in Corpus Christi. I'm thinking, why is this fed when, you know what I mean? I didn't transport shit across state lines, but that's just how the laws work. And a lot of people don't understand what they're playing with. You know what I mean? But I really do wish you well. Hopefully you can go get some shit going in every legal state. You know it, like for real. I
Hopefully
think
New
you
York
can.
soon. Hopefully New York, we're popping off soon. That's the next state I really want us to blow. So for sure. Thank
So
you
the
for the
brand
hope.
that you got going, what's the feedback you've been getting on it? Like, is it good? Like everybody liking it?
Yeah, they love it. So I was kind of one of the first girls to kind of create like a really girly like product, like so I try to keep it like pink and cute, stuff like that. Like so the feedback I'm getting is great. Like all the women love it, because I don't think we've really had people in the industry like really cater to girls and make pink products and make it cute and make like Hello Kitty pre-rolls, stuff like that. So I'm kind of
Oh,
bringing
dope.
along like a different vibe and like, just kind of doing it for
No,
the
that's
ladies.
right, right. That's smart. That's a good deal then. Okay. So y'all make sure I'm gonna tap up out of here because I hear my daughter waking up back there. I just wanted to let you come promote yourself because it's real rare that first of all, it's real rare that I even answer a DM period because I get flooded with DMs
How
constantly.
to get on.
But I knew that you said something about P100 sister too. Shout out to Jessica. Shout out to P100. You know what I'm saying? All them people too. Much love to them. But so it made me pay attention to you. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted you to come be able to promote your shit, get it going because I'm proud of you, man. Like I said, it's just a whole new feeling when you're getting legal money. You ain't it? Like they can't take this from you. They can't stop this right now, and it's a beautiful thing. It really is. So.
100%.
No, I just wish you the best. So we're gonna tap up out of here, y'all, and make sure you follow her on Boss Lexy TV on IG. And what was the other one?
Hashies TV.
Spell it like
H A
HASHIES.
HASHIEZ and then TV.
Oh, with a Z. Okay,
Yeah,
so
with
we're
a
gonna
Z. With
mess that all up. Hashies with a Z TV,
yeah.
y'all. And Miss Lexy, thank you so much. I appreciate your time. Okay.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me, Tim.
Yeah, you're welcome. And text Prison Story family, y'all hit that thumbs up for us. Share the video out, and we'll catch y'all later.
Bye.
Man, if y'all ain't subscribed to him, check it out. Takes Prison Story Family Studio. It's your boy Tim Snow. Got another one here for you, man. I just want to say what's up to everybody here.
Yeah, for what you a felon. I say, you got me, man. That's what I'm saying.
What Tim Snow. Takes Prison Story Family Studio.